Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been almost 3 weeks since I put up a video. Um, so I needed to come on and say hello, let you all know I'm still here. And I am going to show you how I completely blew out my crafting budget this month, because I'm attempting to have a budget for spending, and so far it is not going very well. So I might as well share my shame with all of you. Um, Let me grab some stuff back here, because there is a lot. So I'm going to try to get back into junk journaling a little bit. I've got one journal that I started, oh my gosh, months ago, that I've got it put together and I haven't decorated it. I haven't made pockets or anything for it. So I would like to start that a little bit more. And I have been watching My Porch Prints, because I do get a good bit of stuff from them. And a couple of these things I had seen her use before and just never ordered them. And I think you could probably incorporate some of these into cards as well. I really like these. She uses these on her corners of just various things that she puts into junk journals, and they're like page corners or fancy photo corners. They're really pretty, and I really like these more than just printing out and cutting and gluing a corner. So I bought those, and actually none of these things were very expensive. All off Amazon. Looked at her Amazon shop. She has been using these pearls for a long time. Oh, can you even see that? Sort of glaring, isn't it? Is that the plastic or is it just my lighting? Hang on. Let me open this up and see if that's any better. Let's see. So anyway, and she usually just uses these in like the whole string, and uses them as a border around little photo printables, around frames, and they really look nice. I even saw she had a teeny tiny little bottle that she was using on a dangle, and she just cut these off and filled up the bottle with them. It was so pretty. And you actually could probably cut these apart and also use them just as pearl embellishments on a card. So I got that. I also, in my journal stuff, I've got like this little toolbox that holds tools and beads and things. And I also bought some little short lengths of chain to do dangles. And sometimes it's just not, either it's not enough or I'm wasting it because of the small amount I have to cut off. So I actually ordered this chain. I didn't even realize it came with these, which is fabulous. It's some little lobster claws and jump rings, but it's just chain. So that will come in handy for doing dangles. She actually used this chain to do a closure that looked really cool. And I have to go back and check out that video again to see exactly how she did it. So that's that. Oh, no, one more thing. I did get these frames. And they actually do sell some printable frames, but I didn't want to have to do all that fussy cutting and cutting out centers. Which is why I purchased these. And you get, I think there's 3 different packs in here. Of these frames. There's 4. And you could get 4 for not much more than the price of 1 package. So these are, hang on a second. Yep. So they packages have names, and I'm not going to take these all out. I've got too much to show y'all. Hence why how I blew my budget. And I've actually started a little journal to write down what I buy as I buy it and how much I'm paying, so that I'm trying not to just do so much mindless, I want that, so I'm going to order it type buying. Because, y'all, it's gotten ridiculous. Then, this was just a couple of things I got from Altenew because it was on sale. This is a rounded rectangle stencil. And I have found, I have been buying a few of these shape stencils like that when they're on sale, and they're actually really nice. And you get one little mask piece right there for this, but I wish it had masks for all of them. But anyway, I really like stenciling those shapes onto card fronts. Then I got this watercolor plaid builder stencil set. The only stencils, the only like plaid or check I have, I don't know if I have like a layered one right off the top of my head, but they tend to move when I'm trying to stencil them. So I'm hoping this will work a little bit better and not tend to, because anytime your stencil has those thin pieces like that, they kind of want to move. And I hate pixie spray, so I don't use it. And this was on sale, so it's the Stamp Wheel Slim Grip Sticky Mat. and it's so you can, it's easier to use the rubber stamps with your stamp wheel. So that is why I got that. I got some dies from My Creative Time. Let's see. This was on sale. I cannot remember now. This was on sale for like cheap. It's a little, oh, what is it called? Crafty Friend. And it's the stamps and dies. And it's super cute. And I think this is going to be great for sending to, making cards, well, to send to my crafty friends. And then I can't remember, I'm pretty sure I got these like off her sale section, but I can't remember. So these little bitty bows, I really like them. They are stitched. And this butterfly plate die, because you can cut out 5 of the same butterflies all at one time. And I really love that. So we shall see how that works. It's spring and getting into summer, so I'm kind of pulling out all my butterfly and florals. Then I just got these because the 7,576 buttons I already have evidently are not enough in my stash. So these were from Dress It Up. Look at these winchy little tiniest buttons ever. And I got them for, these are for embellishments. You could even throw a few of those in a shaker card. Here's some small but not quite as tiny. I just got them in black. Black and white. These winchy little teeny tiny brown buttons. These very small lavender hearts. They're so cute. I don't know why I've gone button crazy all of a sudden. These I got more for junk journal embellishments. They do have the shank on the back, but I would just use my wire snippers and clip those off. Let's see, can you see those little starfish and shells and sand dollars? And some of them are glittery, super cute. And these again have the shank on them, but I can cut those off. These are little bees, little bee buttons. How cute are those? And then these are teeny tiny little tulips, and these are just flat back embellishments. Aren't those cute? There's like, you know, a stem with 2 little tulips on it, on each one. So super cute. Oops. I love these Ziploc bags they put them in. Then I had to have this because Desiree over at Include a Thank You had these on sale. Because these are retiring, and I don't know if there are any still available. You can go to includeathankyou.com and see if her clearance stamps are still there. She always gives you a little pencil and blending stump, and this time she gave me some fabulous tangles to do. So here. And there's my little pencil. These things come in so handy too. I keep one in my purse actually. Because I keep some little Zentangle cards that I made in a pouch. And I will, a lot of times I'll stick that in my purse if I'm going somewhere, so I have something to do. And she sent me a card. She's on every Sunday morning. She goes on about 5 or 10 till 9. Yes. So like, 8:50, 8:55 a.m. Eastern time on Sundays. Oh my gosh, I love this card and a beautiful note. Look at this card. I'm not sure if that's colored pencil, maybe, or stamping with colored pencil, but look at that. How gorgeous is that? I have not really done 6x6 cards, but I should probably do some. Gives you a lot of real estate to work with, but anyway. Oh, and she made this envelope too. Look at that. She made the envelope. Okay, however, let's get to what I actually purchased. Oh, and I always save this twine, and I have ended up using most of the twine that she has put on her packages. Thoughtfully wrapped. That's what happens when you buy from smaller companies and creators. Put that up there. Oh, the cat doesn't see it. I'm going to be able to peel this off. Okay, I'm just tearing my paper. Okay. But this is what I got. This is a retiring stamp. I never bought the bullet and purchased it. And now I have, it's a tangled heart. she does these nice big stamp sets too. Come on. Come on out of there for me. It is absolutely stunning when you see it stamped and colored. Let's see, if I put it back on there, will that be too much glare? No. It's so pretty, and of course it's a lot of different Zentangles that she puts together like this. They're all just so nice. And I love using my colored charcoal pencils with the blending stump on these images. And a lot of them are so big. Oh gosh, what's that one that I love so much? I do it and I get two cards out of it. So I'll cut it like on the diagonal when I stamp in color. They're just wonderful. I haven't gotten every single one of her stamps, but I have gotten most of them. And these are nice to stamp and take with you somewhere to color because it's just really, I don't know, soothing or something. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And let me set these things aside because wait, there's more. And this month, I think I actually spent twice what I really had set aside to spend. But I'm trying to just reduce it. Sorry. That's my iced latte with oat milk. I just need to reduce the amount of stuff I buy. I'm running out of room in my craft space. And I'm probably going to have to do another purge of, there's too much stuff that I get, and I'll get it and it's not quite what I thought it was going to be. I'm just not looking at stuff good enough or something, so I don't use it. Or things that I'll use a few times and I just don't use again just because I just never get back to it. So, and then my last purchase that I've made, I have my Prismacolor Premier colored pencils that I adore. And I've actually got a few other pencils, other brands and stuff that I've gotten over time. My son bought me these Faber-Castells. They're gold Faber. They're okay. I've never been, I do carry them with me. That's why they're in this case every occasionally. I've never just been crazy about them though. So far, these Prismacolors have been my favorite. And years ago, I know I've told y'all this before, but in case you haven't heard me go on about it, I bought a big set of these years and years ago at Sam's Club. They're wonderful. They're a wax-based pencil. They're really creamy. Nicely pigmented. Let's see, easy to go lighter or darker, and you can't hardly even see them there. The lighter's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Anywho, my light sucks. Anywho, I discovered Dick Blick also has these open stock, and they were having a sale, so I added a few colors to this collection, and I check them out every once in a while. I do not have one anywhere close to me. The closest one is about 2 hours away. So I think they charge, usually I think I pay around $10 shipping, which is cheaper than driving 2 hours to Atlanta and 2 hours back. But I went on last week and I saw this set of, I don't even know how you say this, Koh-i-Noor. It's a set of 12. They were on sale for $8. And I think they were usually, I don't remember what it said, like 31, 38. So even with the shipping, that was not bad. So I got them to try. I only got this set of 12 because honestly, that's really all you need. Even though I have a bunch of these ones, realistically, that's enough to go on with. But I did want some oil-based. I read up on these. It says they're supposed to be like more creamy, which is what I like about the Prismacolors, Prismacolor Premiers. So we're gonna see. And then I got, because Desiree had said she likes this paper for colored pencils, this was also on sale. So I went ahead and got one pad of the 11 by 14 because I can get 6 card panels, card fronts out of one of these sheets. So there you go. And I thought while it was on sale, I would just get a pad and try it. It has a nice feel. It's a good heavy weight. It's mixed media paper. It's that Strathmore. I didn't really even tell you. Strathmore Toned Tan Mixed Media. I did a couple of little duckies. And I thought we would color. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, why do I wait so late to start? I don't know. So we are going to just try a little coloring on this paper, and I'm going to do one with the Prismacolors, and then I'm going to open my new ones and do one image with these. So, and I swear my throat is getting sore. I think it's just allergies. I'm having a lot of sinus drainage. It's terrible. So let me see. What on earth did I do to this poor pencil here? I use this Prismacolor sharpener, and I've had it for a long time. I swear I think I'm going to have to get another one. I mean, because over time these blades dull. Be nice if you could just replace the little sharpener part and keep the body, the barrel. And I'll tell you what, let's try, this is one of my new ones. I'm gonna do this lighter color first. We are just going to do very light. No, I wasn't going to do a yellow tulip. So we're going to leave that. Good grief. The attention span of a gnat. So we're just going to do little circles here. I also like color pencil on watercolor cardstock, not one that's too terribly textured. It just gives the nicest effect. Oh, matter of fact, here's one. Now I did this on a really textured watercolor. I don't know why my white is so, hang on a second. Okay, there, that's much better. You get this, I don't know what to even call that, but I like the look of that. To me, it looks like one of my old elementary school storybook pictures for some reason. But I like it, and I'll put a Happy Easter on it. And actually, this was a little colored pencil over some watercolor on that image. And here's another stamp. And this was also, I watercolored the duck Easter egg and flowers, and then did colored pencil over the top and in the background. So it looks very vintagey to me or something. So there's our little ducky so far. So that is looking pretty good. Just want to do sort of a pale orange feet and beak bill. Just a little. Blend that in just a hair. I'm going to go back over this just a little bit. Lay down just a little more color. And then, what color do we want our tulip to be? Let's do some of these. This is a new one that I got. See, that is permanent red, and this is carmine red. Let's do a red tulip. It has some little bit of pencils flaking off of here, so I'm got to be careful not to wipe my hand across it and make a smear of colored pencil. Axel is over here playing and entertaining himself. He was wanting a TREAT earlier, but I was kind of late getting this video started because my sound, as usual, wanted to disappear. So I had to fix it. I don't know why it does that all the time. I actually kind of like that yellow behind there. Now I wish I'd done the whole thing like that. But that's okay. And then I am just going to... Oh, that looks really nice. Go over this. We are going to do a little shading along these lines. And just in places where well, where I feel like it, I guess. Don't choke up on your colored pencils. Well, and that's another thing about a good colored pencil is you can layer the colors. And actually, I mean, you can even use Crayolas, but because honestly, if you are coloring an image and making it part of your card, nobody is going to criticize or even really notice what colored pencils you used. And now let's do a green here. I should really sharpen this one. Okay, so there is our Prismacolor. It's actually very pretty. So we are going to zip that up and let's see here. Oh, good. They have, yeah, it's got perforations, but it still doesn't want to come off very well. There we go. And they come in this nice box. So let's see. Of course, I don't have as many colors to choose from with this set, but sorry, I keep trying to lose my voice. We will work with what we've got. It lays down very nicely. That piece got scratched somehow, but that's okay. My paper. Wish I could get a little more zoomy so y'all could see this better. I love this color. And let's bear down just a little. Get a little bit of shading along in here. I may even try that's okay. I don't think super press there, but and these do not have colors on them. Oh, yes, they do. When I looked at the photograph, they didn't have a photograph that had a color name. So this is vermilion and this is orange. And then this other red here is carmine. So we are going to use this and do a little shading on the, ooh, this really lays down the color really good. I'm already liking these a lot. That is nice. Put a little this on his feetsies. I wonder if I use that yellow, if I could get more of that color right there. We are going to try. Oh yes, these colors blend nicely. I need to blend that darker orange out just a hair. There we go. Went just a little heavy on that. And I think I'm going to try to mix these two colors. I'm going to go really light with this vermilion. I will say this about these pencils is so I tend to go way back when I'm trying to hold my pencil way up here when I'm trying to go really light. These, it's going to be a little learning curve because they lay down a lot more pigment than the Prismacolors. Because when I hold my hand way back here on my Prismacolors, I can go really light. This is wanting to get a little bit dark with the same amount of pressure. So that's one thing I'm going to have to learn about these pencils. And you might get a slight bit more coverage on the paper. This paper has what Desiree calls tooth. which is to say it's got texture to help capture the color. And I lost my train of thought, of course. It helps sort of grab the color, I would say. But one thing I do notice about this oil-based, which is a harder, the oil-based is a harder core lead than the wax-based. But these still give you sort of that creamy feel. Which I like. I'm going to go back. With this. I always think of a vermilion as more red, but this is more of a reddish orange. But these really lay down the color nicely. I'm trying to go really light, but it is putting down quite a bit of color. So like I say, it's sort of a learning curve, but I'm liking it. I really should go more in circles, but oops, coloring outside the lines. I've got an eraser, I can take care of that. Really do like these. That said, I still love my Prismacolors. So I am liking both of these. Oops, I guess I do need to put some green down, don't I? On this stem, getting ahead of myself. And of course, these are nice and sharp too, which does make a difference. I really should have sharpened those Prismacolors much better before I started. Super nice. Both of these are really did a great job. Now, I think the new pencils, the oil-based, maybe got a little bit smoother, laid down the color a little more smoothly on this paper. But I love both pencils, honestly. So I'm not going to be giving up my Prismacolors, but I am glad I got these. I have been taking a coloring class with Desiree. And of course, I'm finding out some things I didn't know, as well as getting a refresher on things I do know or had heard and have forgotten about using my colored pencils. So, and it's been really helpful. I know, oh gosh, I can't think of what it's called. I think they're all based in Australia. They're quite well known for their coloring. And you can take coloring. They do offer some free coloring classes that you can take with them, but can't even think of their name now. Kitten Clouder. They will offer some freebies. I guess they're still around. I haven't even looked at their stuff in a while. And also then to smooth out things, you can get into using Gamsol and things like that. But I would, quite frankly, I would recommend either one of these colored pencils. I know a lot of people prefer the oil-based. I like them both. So, and of course I need to get more experienced using these as well. They both look great, right? I mean, neither one is like, I don't think is head and shoulders above the other one. Do like those colors in there though. And I just stamped, this little stamp here is from Sweet Miss Daisy Designs over on Etsy. It's called Two Chicks. Love it. I've already done some cards using it. I don't have one of the cards that I made over here. I don't know. Anyway, So thanks for hanging out with me and watching me color, test out the new pencils. I think I'm really going to like these. It was a great bargain. I tell you what. Oh, look, you even get some kind of little booklet here. Oh my gosh, somebody's actually got like a, look, there's like this whole tool chest full of colored pencils. Wow. Oh, they do sell brushes. Graphite pencils, all kind of, wow, tons of drawing supplies. I have seen this brand name before, but I don't have any of their products until now. Hard and soft pastels. I've actually been looking into getting some soft pastel pencils. I like my colored charcoals. They're a little gritty, I guess. So I'll show you those real quick before I go. I have to run, jump in the shower. I have to empty litter boxes. All the getting ready for bed stuff that I usually do. Here. And these have been good. They have served me well. You know, it takes forever to use up any of this stuff. I've used these a good bit. And somewhere around here, I even got a pencil sharpener that says it's really like specifically for these charcoal pencils. So this is a nice set. It wasn't very expensive. I got it off Amazon. And I like them. I've looked at the soft pastels, but just haven't bitten the bullet because I do have these to use. My magnets keep wanting to catch my metal case and hang on to it. But anyway, again, thanks for hanging out with me. Really wanted to test these out. And let everybody know I'm still around. So thanks for watching. I would appreciate a thumbs up, and you know, send me a message down in the comments, and I will answer all kind comments. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.